Hello everyone, and thank you for watching my tutorial on installing the new IGEL UMS 12, part of the IGEL UMS Cosmos platform. During this tutorial, I will talk a little bit about my server setup, the UMS components, deployment options, where and how to obtain the UMS software, and then a quick walkthrough of the installation process. If you would like to learn more about IGEL Cosmos, visit igel.com/cosmos. Let's start by taking a look at the components that make up the IGEL Universal Management Suite. First, you have the UMS server, which is the application that communicates internally with the database and externally with the registered IGEL devices. Next, you have the UMS console, which is the graphical user interface utilized for management and administration of the UMS server and IGEL devices. You will notice that there are actually two consoles, a legacy Java console and a web UI. Both of these consoles play specific roles in the IGEL management process, and I will cover these in a later video. Lastly, IGEL UMS comes with an embedded database, but the utilization of an external database is also possible. In terms of deployment options, administrators can deploy all the UMS components on a single server or in a distributed architecture. For this tutorial, I am utilizing a single VM for my UMS deployment. I am using VirtualBox as my virtualization platform, and my VM specs are as shown. I have Ubuntu installed as my primary OS, utilizing the desktop GUI. The IGEL software can be obtained by going to igel.com/software-downloads, where you'll be able to not only obtain the UMS components, but the IGEL OS and other administration add-ons like the IGEL Cloud Gateway. Obtaining the software requires the entry of some basic user data and the acceptance of the EULA for the download to commence. Now that we have the UMS software downloaded, we can start the installation process. I'm going to first open a terminal session. My first command will be switching to the directory that I placed the UMS files in. Next, I'll use the following command to make the installation files executable. Next, using sudo and admin rights, I will execute the installation. This will now prompt us with the installation wizard. I will then select OK to proceed. I will accept the user licensing agreement. I will now define the default directory for the UMS installation. I'm going to select the complete installation of all UMS components, and I will install the UMS web app. You can go ahead and hit OK to proceed. I can define the IP address for the UMS server. Here I can set the location for file transfers and update files. And I will select the embedded database as well. Now I will define my admin login. And I will also create a shortcut. I can now run the final steps for the installation. Okay, so now in our application Docker, we will see that we now have two new UMS icons, one for the UMS console and one for the UMS administration tool. I can go ahead and move those to my taskbar. We are now ready to launch the UMS. Upon logging in for the first time, we'll be prompted with a dialog box about a certificate creation. We can just go ahead and accept. And for right now, I'm going to go ahead and skip IGEL's Insight service, as I will cover cloud services in another video. We have now successfully launched the Java console, where I'm being prompted to set up a backup. We will then go ahead and see if we can launch the UMS web app. I'm receiving this error in the browser as I haven't done anything with certificates yet. Okay, we were able to successfully launch the web app as well. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Please stay tuned for more tutorials on utilizing IGEL. Thank you.